What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today I am going to be showing you all the new weapons that came with the Genesis 2 DLC. So I'm going to be showing you how you can spawn these in and have them on different maps instead of just the Genesis 2 map. And if you didn't know by now, on the Genesis 2 map, you can have all, like, Ingrams, all everything. I just found that out myself. I thought it was really, really interesting. It's the only map that gives you everything in one map. So all the Ingrams, all the items you can use in one single map, which is really, really cool. Because in a lot of the maps, you can only have certain things. But without further ado, let's get down to these codes. So, the first thing you are going to need is access to the console commands themselves. If you are on any type of server, dedicated, non-dedicated, you will either have to be like the server host or the host of the non-dedicated and have access to the console commands. If you're not the host, you need permission from the host, and then the host can give you access to the console commands. But once you have done all that, all you have to do is press the start button. As you can see, it comes up with this screen. If you're on the Xbox, it's LB, RB, X and Y. Press them buttons all at the same time, and as you can see, this little bar up here does pop up. If you're on the PlayStation, I believe it's L1, R1, square and triangle all at the same time, and this bar should pop up as well. But with that out of the way, let's get straight to these codes. So here is your first code, mortals. We'll try to make it as simple as possible. So it's cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, boulder, underscore fire, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. Now this is a new ammo type that you can use for the catapults, and I'm going to be showing you it. Just a quick demonstration of it. So if we look in our inventory, this is what it's going to look like. It's like a massive jar filled with like fire and stuff. So the description: lights the target on fire and can also light oil slicks, can be fired from a ballista turret or the catapult. So I have got a catapult right here. What I'm going to do, we're just going to whack it in its inventory. We're going to jump in. And we need to switch the ammo type, and as you can see, this is what it kind of looks like when it's in the catapult itself. I can't go in orbital cam. Can we go in third person to try and... No, we can't go in anything. But this is what it looks like, and then you just fire it, and boom. Okay, it's a big explosion, and it's actually got a burning effect, which is actually really, really cool. That burns for pretty darn long. So yeah, you can smash this in multiple times and get multiple of these, and they'll automatically load up. As you can see, they're actually in my inventory, but they're already loaded up here. So I don't know how far these can actually go, but okay, it went all the way through the water and down. That's kind of weird. Right, I'm trying to launch them as quickly as I possibly can. You can fire them pretty darn fast. But like it says, it can be fired from a ballista or the catapult, which is very, very cool. But that's like the new ammo type for these, to try and set buildings on fire, tames and all that kind of stuff. So let's move on to the next one. Here is your next code, mortal. It is cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, arrow net, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. Now yet again, this is another ammo variant of a current weapon that we have got already. So what you're going to need to use this is the harpoon launcher, harpoon gun, whatever you want to call it. And this is what it looks like in your inventory. High speed projectile that unfills to ensnare creatures in the netting, can only be fired at a harpoon launcher, fired from a harpoon launcher. So what we're going to do, we're just going to equip it in the harpoon launcher, get our harpoon launcher out. It's going to load it up like so. So that is what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool. And then you can just fire at a random creature. Now, I don't think you can fire this at like a really big creature. In the trailer they used a turtle. So I don't know if you could use it on flyers. I'm pretty sure it works on the turtle as well, like so. It doesn't actually give him any damage, which is actually really nice. But unfortunately, it does count as like an aggressive move towards these guys. So this turtle is trying to come to attack me because I've ensnared this one in a net. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're trying to ensnare a creature like a trike or something, because I do believe it works on trikes. Make sure there's no other trikes around, because they will start to try and attack you. But that is the net. Now we're going to move on to the actual new weapons that came with Genesis 2. Here is your next code, mortals. It is cheat, lever space, GFI, lever space, Minigun, lever space 1, lever space 0, lever space 0. Now this code is pretty self-explanatory. It is the Minigun. So if you look in the inventory, this is what it's going to look like. It's got the durability, it's got the weapon clip ammo, which is 300, it's got the weight, it's got the damage. But this uses advanced rifle bullets, these guys right here. So let's just equip that in one of our slots down there. Let's get out of here and let's bring it out. Let's wait to load in properly and boom. This is what this bad boy looks like. Please load in. Please load in. There we go. It's kind of mad, to be fair. It's like, if my dude wasn't wearing like an exosuit, he would not be able to carry this. This thing looks heavy as hell. So you do have to wind this up before you start shooting. And it can overheat, just to let you know. As you can see, as it's overheating, it's going a bit slower. And it's glowing red. And boom, now it needs to cool down. So it has got a meter, as you can see, as it's going around our reticle there. Which is actually really cool. How many bullets did we use there? I had 300 in my inventory. And I haven't used any of them. Okay. So it has to wind up before it starts shooting. But once it does, we're getting a mixed results too. 14. This is a level 90. We haven't managed to take it out before a minigun overheated. That's not that good. 14s. Yeah, yet again, these do count as armored creatures, and we've had to switch magazines here. The magazine size is 300, so you get 300 bullets just to shoot. And the problem is, it overheats before you can actually shoot all 300 bullets. But that is the minigun. Let's move on to the next one. Here is your next code, mortals. It is cheat, lever space, GFI, lever space, tech bow, lever space 1, lever space 0, lever space 0. Yet again, you already know what this is. This is the tech bow. Very, very easy. So once you put it in, it's going to look like this in your inventory. It has like all the other ratings like durability and weight and damage and stuff, but this doesn't use like normal ammo. You will need element shards in your inventory to activate this. So when infused with element shards, a 3D print high velocity explosive arrow at the cost of element shards. It will also fire other arrow types. So that means all your normal arrows, like your fire ones, your normal ones, and so on and so forth. But to get the best bang for your buck, so to speak, you're going to need to use element shards. So yet again, let's put that in our hotbar right here. And as you can see, it's actually saying we got 0 out of 2000. There we go. This is what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool. Wait for it to load. It's actually really small compared to your character. I actually thought it was going to be bigger than this, but that is what it looks like. Try and get a bit closer. Pretty darn cool. When we're aiming, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, the arrow itself, as soon as you press on the trigger to shoot, it like generates it and boom. 200 hard. That's actually really cool. You can actually fire it pretty fast as well, as you can see. But you do have to let it generate. Otherwise, if you try and press it when it's halfway through generating the arrow, it will not fire. So it's doing a good amount of damage, but for this level 90 turtle, it's just not doing nothing. It doesn't matter how long you hold it back for, it's always the same damage. So I've held it back for quite long now. We're just going to hit it and it's still the same damage. Pretty sure zoomed in, yes, same damage all around. So it's nothing spectacular, but it's still really good. The fire rate's alright, and as you can use all the other arrow types as well, that's still really, really cool. So it basically just means you need one bow to do everything, which is actually really nice. But with that one out the way, let's move on to another. Here is the next code, mortals. It is cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, tech, pistol, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. So yet again, pretty easy to determine what it is. It is the tech pistol, and it's like so. Shoots plasma beams, and it just uses element. So you're going to have use element in your inventory. If you're rocking a tech suit anyway, you're going to use element just to power your suit. So let's whack this in our hotbar. Let's get out of here. Let's put it on. As you can see, this is what it's going to look like. Now, there are 3 modes to this. So keep that in mind. There's 3 modes. There's the kill mode, which is that. I actually think that some of the animations are kind of glitched. So this is the kill mode. That's what it looks like. Let's see the damage. So you can just hold this down and it did a fair amount of damage, I think. I did see the damage go up, as you can see right there. It is going up. And the damage itself, so the longer you hit a creature for, the more damage it's going to do. So watch the damage indicator, it goes up. You can hardly see it because of thinking. You can see it's 1.1, 1.2, 1.6, 1.7, 2. Odd. The longer I hold it down, the more damage it's going to do. So we're in the 500s, and it's maxed out at a times 20 damage rate. And we've actually finally managed to kill that dino. It's kind of cool, to be fair. But yet again, like I said, it has got multiple nodes. So, if we go into the second mode, just by pressing the aim button, we've got the stun feature. That means it can stop any enemy in its track. So, boom. Should stun it once it reaches 100%. There we go. It is stunned. Once it reaches 100%, it's going to stun out. And it can't move for a while. I don't know how long the timer is until it's unstunned for. But once it's unstunned, you cannot stun it again. There is like a little delay between when you can stun it again. And the last mode is the healing mode. So as you can see, once you pull out this mode just by pressing the aim button again, once you walk up to a dino, you're going to see its health bar. And as you can see, once you hit it, it's going to say it's at 100% anyway. So this is actually really good for healing not just wild dinos, but your dinos, your tribe mates dinos, your allies dinos. Just good for anything. And look, as you can see, there's just fish in this water and it's popping up everywhere. But yeah, 3 different modes. Yet again, just by pressing the aim button, it switches the modes and the gun does have a different look to it all the time, which is really, really cool. But that is the tech pistol. Now we have just got one more thing to go, and the next thing is absolutely amazing. So here's the last code, immortals. It is cheat, leave a space, GFI, leave a space, XOs, leave a space 1, leave a space 0, leave a space 0. So when it's in your inventory, it looks like this. It comes as an unassembled exo mech. Once you activate it, that means use the item. It's going to spawn in front of you, just like so. And this is what it looks like. This thing is absolutely amazing. It looks really, really cool, and the functions on it is really, really cool as well. So you can just ride it. You can just hop into it like so. Now obviously this is going to need element to use its other functions as well. So if we go into its inventory, so this is the mech's inventory. As you can see, we've got like a whole like crafting table in here, which is amazing. But we need to put some element in here just so we can use it. Now if we go out of first person, it looks really, really cool. Its jump ability is one of the best abilities it has, just because it can go really, really far on one jump. And it's really, really cool. We just cleared that entire river with nothing. Now I had to build a jump system to get from one side to another without using the flyer, using the tech jump pads. Well, they are no longer needed. So we just hold the jump button in and we look up using our right analog stick. As you can see, you just follow that beam and we let go. That's a big jump. In one single jump, that is amazing. It looks like this thing can jump anywhere. It doesn't take full damage. It does use quite a lot of element to do this, but that's an amazing jump. It's huge. So here's another turtle. Let's hit it. Boom. 11,000 damage. There, yet again, I am on a boosted server. Keep that in mind. Boom. So, also, this mech suit has 3 modes as well, which is really, really cool. So, we're in combat mode at the moment, as you can see. But it also has this mode as well. Now, this is amazing. This is how you can like plan strategy and all that kind of stuff. You can actually see what's around you. There's quite a large radius to this. And you have all the instructions on the side of your screen. So keep that in mind. And they've all been tweaked for your system that you are playing on. So as you can see, it's got the Xbox buttons that I use out here. And you'll have to go through that yourself just to learn what each of them do. Trying to go through it all can get a bit crazy. But to get that feature, it's kind of hard to do. So what you want to do, you want to press the... If you're on Xbox, it's LB and up to get in and out of that mode. If you're on the PlayStation, I believe it's going to be the L1 button and up to get in and out of this mode. So that is like a tactical mode, which is really, really cool. But yet again, we're in combat mode. We can hit with our fists. Pretty cool. If we press the trigger button, though, to aim in like we usually do, we go into a mode that is called carry mode. That means this will be able to pick up stuff like this, and it will highlight. So, as you can see, this catapult is highlighted in white now. So, you just press the fire button. It's going to pick this up, and the animation work that they've done on this is actually really, really cool, because you actually see that you've picked the item up in your hands, and now you can just carry it around and pull it wherever you want. That is amazing. And then we're just going to press the trigger button again. As you can see, we're going to get the green option like you usually do to place stuff down. And we're just going to press it again. And boom, it's placed it. That is amazing. That's carry mode. That will literally carry anything as far as I know. It won't move this big platform, but it will move that foundation there. That's pretty cool. So that's the carry mode. The other big mode I'm going to show you, if you just press the aim button again, we're going to go into storage mode. So in storage mode, you can walk up to like building objects like structures and stuff. As you can see, they are highlighted white again, and if you just press your trigger, it's going to suck up and it's going to go into its inventory. As you can see there, that was just a thatch foundation. So you can just keep pressing this trigger, and it's going to pick up all these things that are highlighted in white, and boom, it's cleared them and put it into its own inventory. So now you no longer like have to waste materials trying to break something. This guy can just pick them up and whack it into its inventory. So this guy could be a really good builder. For here, this is my raft experiments. If you go over to the raft, it doesn't highlight, so that means you can't pick it up. But also, if you want to destroy something but get everything back, if you just go to the foundation, it will highlight everything that is on that foundation. So as you can see, If I'm aiming at this one, this is a foundation, that's a ceiling, and that is also a ceiling. If I just take this foundation off, as you can see, all the ladders and everything are highlighted as well. If you just press the trigger, it's going to pick everything up, and there's like no delay. They have done some amazing work on this. So as you can see, if I waited to pick that pillar up, it would pick every single pillar up that went up. That is awesome. I really like this mech suit, and it's going to come in handy for people who don't have the resources to waste just to build stuff. But Moors, I have gone on long enough explaining and showing this guy off. It's really, really cool. One of the best things that they've added to me personally, just because it's really cool. It might be a bit OP and PvP, but anyway. Mortals, I hope this helps you out. I hope you have a lot of fun with all the new stuff, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.